This one trick will ensure that you get 50 to 60% open rates on your email flows instead of the traditional 20 to 30%. And it doesn't cost any money. It takes about an hour to set up and it will compound and get better and better over time. So, this is what we're going to call the reply trick inside your lead magnet delivery emails. So basically, this occurs when you are driving traffic through paid ads, through content, maybe outreach, and you're going to a landing page where they can download a lead magnet or several lead magnets, free training, webinar, or case studies, webinars, whatever you want to call it. And then they opt in, their name, email, and phone number, that kind of stuff in the form. And then they start to receive your email flows. So that's when this starts to happen. So it's starting to happen right here in the 1000x leads funnel. And if you don't know what this funnel is, it's a funnel diagram that I created to help teach and simplify lead generation. At the top, we have our 4 ways to drive traffic: our paid ads, our content, our outreach, and our partnerships. In the middle, we have our ways to capture and nurture leads. So our lead magnets, email flows, things like webinars, VSLs, newsletters, that kind of stuff. And at the bottom, we have our way to qualify leads and then direct them to whatever offer that we think would be good for them. So this is going to be basically a middle of the funnel about our email flows. So the reply trick is what we're going to call it here, and it's the one thing that will increase your email deliverability as well as get you more sales 100% completely automatically. And anyone can do this trick. It doesn't cost money, doesn't take too long to set up, so it's very nice. And it will very much get people from 50 to 60% open rates instead of 20 to 30%. I know email open rates are kind of deceptive these days, especially with all of that Apple open stuff, but very, very, very important to do. The problem and the reason this is necessary is email is the number one way to convert people into customers, and most people have very bad deliverability. Even if you do paid ads and content and outreach, normally you're going to drive them to a lead magnet and then they're going to get on an email flow and newsletter, and that's the way you'll actually convert them. Like, we could argue, is this client coming from paid ads or content or email? It doesn't really matter. This is all one system that you need to work with. So we need to make sure our email is healthy because a lot of the traffic drives through email, and that's very, very important. When your email deliverability is bad, your emails go to spam and people don't see them. And if they don't see them, they don't click on them, they don't read them, and they're not really buying. So, big problem, right? And people on your list become disengaged and they're less likely to take action, which hurts sales. If they don't see your emails, they're just going to lose you in their top of mind and they're just going to think you don't exist and they're not really going to remember you. But if your deliverability is strong, the opposite is true. So the reply trick solves the delivery problem and it gets more effective over time, unlike a lot of the other things which lose value over time. So this trick is going to get people to open, click, and reply, which are all very, very positive indicators for internet service providers such as Google, such as Outlook, that when you do this, it goes to their deliverability algorithm and say, okay, this is good. This must be a valuable email. This person sends valuable emails. Let's send it to the inbox more often as opposed to not. And it's also lovely because it's going to nurture people 5 to 10 times harder than if you didn't do this at all. And that will also lead to more sales. So, what other thing on earth is going to get you better deliverability and nurture people for free all automatically? That's why this is very important stuff. So, basically, how it works is you have an email, right? So, let's just say, let's go over here and let's do lead magnet 1, and then let's go lead magnet 2, and then let's go lead magnet 3, and let's go over a little bit more, lead magnet 4, and then let's say lead magnet 5. Let's just say this is how you're set up here. So let's just say I'm going to go ads and content over here, and that's driving traffic to mainly lead magnet 1. So this is going to be, a form on a site. Bad writing. They fill out the form. Now they're on an email flow and they get, an email delivery to deliver the lead magnet. And now they have that email. So let's just say this is the email here. We want to do a few different things in this email. So we want to have our subject line show basically reply required. And if I go into some of mine here, let's go, where's my main one? So free trainings. So my free training, reply required, your free training here, just to show you that this is actually what I do and I'm not just pulling it out of my ass here. Reply required is good because it frames it like they actually have to reply. It also makes it very more interesting as a subject line, like, oh my God, I got to open this. And those are the two main reasons we do that. The next is the email should be very short. And the reason why we want it to be very short is so that when we say, please reply yes to let me know if you received it, it kind of takes center stage, so to speak. It's not drowned out in a wall of text. And also, a shorter email is just a better user experience. So we need to have reply yes there. In addition to that, there should be 2 to 5 links inside here. There should be at least 2, but I go all the way up to 5 or even 6. So we have our main one here, and then we have also different, um, basically links to other stuff right there as well, so that they can click more links, and I'll show you the rest of that later. And then each link will restart the process. So I'll show you here, because this stuff here where you have an email like this is good enough on its own, but when you do it, the real alpha is in this email here. You have also, let's just say writing here, let's just say they're links to lead magnet 2 to 5 as well. So now when they click on the link, they go to basically here, or they're going to lead magnet 3, and they're going to lead magnet 4, and they're going to lead magnet 5. And those are also, let's just say forms, and we'll only do this once, and we don't need to write. Actually, let's do it. We're just going to put F for form though. Form again, and then email again. Oops. Click the wrong button there. And then, email again, and then open plus click plus reply again. So now instead of just one email that they're doing this, they're going to probably click the rest of the links in our, because it's just 4 more free tools, right? So now they're going to go to a new landing page with a new form, submit it again, get another email, open that email up, reply to it, click the link there to get the one, and then they're going to go do it again. And there's 5 chances for them to do this. So think of it this way. We're doing it not at all, or we're doing it 5 times where people are opening, clicking, and replying, which is going to get better deliverability, of course. And this is basically a positive flywheel in the thing that is deliverability, where you have so many different chances for them to do it. So if we look at mine here, here's the main one. But if we go to my other flows, look at the statistics on a lot of these. So my training one is here. So 79% open rate and 53% click rate. Then they go to another one like this free Miro board, which is 84 and 75. Then this operation spreadsheet, 79 and 72. And then SOPs, 89 and 76. So I don't even drive traffic to a lot of these other ones. It's all through this free training email. And then this process takes place where they go to the other ones. And now they've gotten 5 emails from me. They've opened all 5 in a lot of cases. They've clicked on all 5 and they've replied to 1, 2, 3, 4, and sometimes even all 5. So yes, that is really what leads to a very high open rate, typically 50 to 60%. You can see off the 54,000 emails I've sent recently, we have a 54% open rate, not the best click rate, but still. And that is really how you can do it to really increase your deliverability, but also think of how much more nurtured it is if they've actually gone through this process 5 times as opposed to none at all from me. They've received 5 pieces of tremendous value, 5 activation points. They've replied to me, micro commitment. They've clicked micro commitment. It's just a night and day difference as opposed to actually just doing it the lame way where you don't none of this stuff. And as a result of this, your emails will no longer go to spam a lot of the time. Your leads will be much more engaged, your open rates will be higher, and you'll get more total clicks. And like I said, you will have this positive deliverability flywheel where this is actually getting better and compounding in your favor over time instead of a lot of the time when it's going negatively. You're just pushing sales emails and each one gets less opened over time. The exact opposite was here. So I hope you found this video helpful, and I will see you in the next one.